What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a night packed full of Street Fighter, Salt, and Cope. That's right, our boy Phil came back and decided to play Street Fighter 6, and he used his boy Blanca. That's right, our boy Phil can't hang anymore in the rank lobbies, so he's hiding out in the casual lobbies and still getting clapped. That's right, our boy Phil lost so many matches and the excuse were rampant. And let's not forget that the Argentinian Detractors came out in full force and decided to slam our boy Phil with some free memberships. So let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Rap.
Okay, now, the late stream tonight was Street Fighter 6 with Blanca exclusively. First of all, the stream got off to an awful start because YouTube had all kinds of technical issues. Basically, YouTube was saying people weren't subscribed to the channels, so no one could talk in the chat. People would try to talk, one message would go through, the next message would error out, then it would error for 10 seconds, then it would come back, then it would error again. It was a big nightmare. Even I couldn't talk on the channel, logged in as me, and then I logged in as my other YouTube channels, and they couldn't tell. I was like, what is going on? Like, this thing is all screwed up. The viewer count kept going for like 5, 10, 20, 5, 10, 25 for like 40 minutes. So basically, I explained to everyone, listen, I'm going to start playing because I can't delay. Sorry if, sadly, the chat doesn't work tonight. But the good thing is I am playing fighting games. And potentially, I don't usually have a lot of conversation when I'm playing fighting games. So hopefully, the night will still go well. And honestly, it did. We played for about 2 to 2.5 hours. I'm still in casual matches. Why? Well, 2 reasons. Number one, pretty much everyone has played this game nonstop who's still playing it. I mean it. Like, if you look at these people who I'm playing, they all have absolutely mastered their characters. They have everything down pat. They know the online patterns to lock you down. I'm like, did no one ever take a break? Like, everyone is playing this at an insanely high level. It's ridiculous. But in addition, when I'm playing casual matches, I'm still getting master level opponents 99% of the time. More often than not, because so many people played the crap out of the game. They're in master now. So even playing casual, you get master matches nonstop. So the skill level and challenge is still there, but I'm not really ready to jump into ranked and end up losing all my fucking rank points yet. So it's a good thing that I'm getting all this practice, and it is high level practice, okay?
Okay, folks, so now the excuse here is everyone's too good. That's what it is. Everyone played the game, spammed the shit out of it, and while Phil was busy with other, RPG bird out, everyone was in Street Fighter, grinding it, learning the tech, while Phil couldn't. So the excuse now is that there's too many tryhards. Oh my god, it's if you guys get a chance, I posted my clips earlier of the matches yesterday, and I had so many to choose from that I had to actually cut it down. That video could have been an hour and a half long if I chose all of the delicious Salt and Cope rants from our boy Phil, but I cut it down to about 14 minutes. And I took what I did was I tried to select a random amount of different excuses that our boy Phil used. It was netcode, it was lag, it was good connections as an issue, it was bad connections, it was landline, it was Wi-Fi, tryhards. This man has 1,000 excuses for everything, and I guess the meme is correct that he did nothing wrong, he did everything correct, and I guess he has to stick with that to the rest of his for the rest of his life. It's just so fucking sad. And the thing is, it's so apparent now because he's playing in casual. And he's losing to bronze players. I mean, that's how bad it is. You're just not that good, Phil. You don't play it enough. You don't practice. You're old. So your reflexes and, your response time is much slower. And you just need to accept that. You need to be cool with that. And you need to move on. You're playing in casual. Just accept it and stop being a little fucking whining bitch. I think the reason so many people give you shit is because you come up with so many excuses. We see the footage. We can go in and watch the restreams and watch you, and you just lose consistently. And you love to blame pattern, the pattern play, and that you're playing a low tier character. It's all bullshit, because even when you play against other characters, like if you're playing Dalsim and you play against another Dalsim, or you play with Blanca and you play with Dalsim, you're still getting fucking destroyed. So what's the excuse there? What's the excuse? If you're playing a low tier character in casual, why are you losing? It makes no sense, Phil. I mean, shit doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make fucking sense, Phil. And it's fucking so sad and hilarious. But, of course, that gives us plenty of footage and plenty of content to laugh at you. And that's what we do. We sit here and laugh at you. Let's not forget, folks, the Argentinian detractors and the other trolls were out in full effect. They were spamming our boy Phil. I mean, chat was just bananas. Chat was hilarious. People were in there, were talking about everything. And of course, once Phil got into a match, they just started hitting the chat nonstop. They were insulting the Dents. They were dropping Argentinian memberships. I believe Hulk Hogan's big tank came out and dropped a 50. And if you look at it, it looks like about 30 got through before he even realized it. The one thing I want to do to talk about that is that I did reach out to YouTube creator support, and I asked them. I said, hey, if you make a super chat or make a membership or a member bomb, whatever, and you donate that, and YouTube charges you the full amount, does it go through? And they said, yeah, if YouTube charges you, if YouTube charges your account for a full payment, that means it went through. So this nonsense that Phil tries to do with the Argentinian member bombs, where he tries to delete and ban it, it makes no difference. If YouTube charges the person the amount, that means it went through. If for some reason there's an issue, I'll give you an example. If someone drops a member bomb of 10 members and the person only has, say, 5 members that they can, or 5 subscribers they can donate those gifts to, what YouTube will do is kind of refund you that money. They'll either partially refund it or just refund the whole transaction. And that's not happening here with the Argentinian detractors. I know a few of them that are out there hitting our boy Phil, and every single time that they put through the transaction, it goes through. There's no issue. And from what I understand, from my understanding is for every 100 transactions they submit, it costs them $2. So I think it's hilarious and funny that people actually still troll Phil with these memberships. And from what I'm hearing, it's going to continue. It's going to keep going until Phil finds a new way to beg for money. He may need to go the route of just super chat me and or tip me, because even super chats, super chats don't really do much damage. You're giving them a couple pennies, but yeah, if the memberships keep getting hit this way, Phil's gonna have to figure out a new way. He may need to increase the daily tip goal from 150 to maybe 200. He may need to bring out the tie goal, and do a stretch goal of 200, because I don't foresee these memberships going away. When you can spam someone 1,000 memberships and it costs you literally $5, and you really want to troll them and spam them, you'll do it. I mean, how many LARPers are out there now that donate to Phil, troll tips and troll super chats just to get at Phil? There's going to be people that see this as a fucking discount, and it hurts them even more. Especially if you can hit them with 500 or 1,000 memberships. That kind of wipes away his, no one's going to buy a membership. And that's truly going to hurt Phil. Anyway, I just wanted to report that out. I have a feeling it's going to continue. And if it does, your boy Duty will be here to report it out. Let's see what else Phil had to say.
So anyway, how did it go? I'll tell you this. My Blanca is improving. All right? A couple things. My lockdown, basically like getting in someone's face and mixing them up with high-low mix-ups, overhead mix-up combos, ticks into electricity, into canceling, into either other moves. It's getting much, much, much better. And it's good because that's something that, I always was good at throwing, the Blanca ball combo, some of the juggle combos, but I wasn't good at just the standard kind of neutral gameplay with Blanca, and I'm getting much better with that. In addition, tonight I actually started implementing the level 2 super, and it worked. I actually, before I started streaming, went into training mode, and I did it for like 10 minutes. I just practiced the super. I was like, that's how you use it. I never knew. I literally didn't know how to use it, and I had never learned in all those months that I played Blanca and hit master on 2 consoles and all of that. I never knew how to use level 2 super properly. I learned how tonight. So tonight you'll see, if you watch the gameplay, several times I comboed into the super and kept going, or mixed up in the corner with the super and got extra hits and stuff, and it worked out very well for me. So I think now, moving forward, I'll even get better and better as I try to implement and use more super, tactics with the level 2. What I will do now is start watching more videos of Blanca and see people implementing it, because now I understand it and see exactly what they're doing with it, okay? But overall tonight I did well. I have no idea if I won more than I lost. I'm sure we'll find out soon from the people who track my wins and losses. But I'm curious to hear. I know that I lost a bunch to another Ed. Another Ed player is kicking my butt. It seems like all the Eds I play are like 1,600 ranking points or more. And dude, they know all these strategies. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Half his moves seem to stuff everything I try to do with characters. I'm just like, baffled at what to do. I guarantee you there's something easy you can do to stop it. It's just I don't have the knowledge, you know? It's the same as when I was playing Tekken 8. When you have a lack of character knowledge, you just don't know what to do. You get bodied nonstop. You're like, oh, it's frustrating, right? But overall, I had a good time. There was a lot of trolls in chat. I took care of as many as I could. Did well. Everything went pretty good. And had a good night with Blanca, okay? So, good stuff tonight overall with Blanca. And I hope that you enjoy the gameplay. Now,
Okay, well, I can report out that you lost way more than you actually won, Phil. You did. You probably won 40% of your matches and lost 60% of them. You lost sets. I know you like to play these semantics of rounds, but rounds don't matter. What matters are your sets. And you probably lost about 60% of your sets, which is fucking garbage, especially in casual, Phil. Come on now, you could do way better than that. But again, you know, our boy Phil will have you think that it's everything else but him. And it's him. It's him. And again, the Argentinian detractors and the other trolls were out there hammering our boy Phil, and there was nothing he could do. Apparently, he didn't have a mod out on his stream. So whenever he has these street fighting games, his focus is the match. So what they do is they wait for him to get really intense into a specific match, and then they come out and just start trolling the guy. The funniest thing out there definitely was that Hulk Hogan's big taint member bomb that happened midstream, which fucking hilarious. And what ended up doing was it got bombed, and about 30 I think or so actually went through without any issue until Phil realized it, and he had to stop his gameplay, and he actually got his ass beat by an Ed, which makes it even more funny. So let's see what else he had to say.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 17th, is my last consecutive streaming day of the week, meaning after that I have my day off on Thursday. Tomorrow it's going to be Level 1 podcast, followed by Elden Ring on the first stream. Now, Elden Ring, we're in a critical choice point. Do I go to the mountaintop of the Giants and then to Fair Missoula? Do I do the underground Blood Lake and then Palace with Moog? Or do I head to the frozen north into the entrance to the Haley Tree? So we have a critical choice to make tomorrow. Any of those is perfectly valid. Any of those is going to be really challenging. So we'll see what people come up with. Maybe we'll do a poll when I start. Tomorrow night on the late stream, I'm doing something completely fresh and different and new that I've never done before. The stream is going to be on DSP Reacts. That's youtube.com/@DSP Reacts. And on this stream, I'm going to do my first ever interactive review of the Fallout TV series. I finished watching it last night or 2 nights ago with my wife. Loved it. I want to review it, but I realized right now I'd love to have discussion with people about the show because it's fresh and brand new, and a lot of people are finishing it. And one of the key aspects of the show is discussing the lore of the show versus the lore of the games and what's been changed. What do you think is better or worse? Where do you think the show is going? These are all hot topics on the internet right now. The problem is I can't have the discussion with my audience on the podcast because someone hasn't watched it. I don't want to have a discussion where half the people get spoiled. But if I do it specifically on a night stream in the review, now people who haven't, seen the show will stay away. They can watch it on demand after the fact when they're good and ready. But everybody else who's seen it can come and join me, and we can have this fun and open discussion on Wednesday night. That's what we're going to do. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time on the DSP Reacts channel. The live interactive review of the Fallout TV show Season 1. I'm going to give you my overall thoughts about what I liked, what I didn't like, what lore changes are kind of interesting, and which ones are kind of weird. We'll go from there, and then we're going to have fun live interactions. Shout-outs for contribution, talking back and forth, answering questions. I want everyone else's opinions on this show, too. So it's going to be a fun, chill, nice stream on DSP Reacts, all about the Fallout show. Okay?
I love it how when he talks about the interaction, the first thing he brings up is, of course, support. He'll do the shout-outs and so on. Yeah, no, the Fallout review will not save the business, Phil. I'm sorry, it just won't. The only reason why you're doing this is because your series or your TV or your movie reviews get 200 or 300 views. So that's 0 ad revenue for you. 0 super chat, 0 whatever. The only reason why you're doing a fucking live stream is because you're hoping that the dents will come out and rally and give you money. That's the only reason why you're fucking doing it. It's just going to be Phil essentially reading the script. That's what he does. He'll give you every fucking scene, every fucking line, just bore you to death, and then he hopes, and then he'll throw in a wow, that was amazing, or this reminds me of something, and of course he'll relate it to his life or whatever, and he expects that to be something amazing, fresh new content, and he hopes the dents will come out and throw cash his way. And God help us. God help us, folks. But of course, Phil has to throw everything up against the wall and see what sticks, because it just seems like nothing at all is fucking helping this dude. Anyway, that's it, folks. I'm going to give it a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Big ups to the Argentinian Detractors, wherever you are. Peace out.